It is 11:03 p.m., April 26, 2020. I've been working on this project for at least 11 hours. I probably started around 11 a.m., possibly 10, probably more like 11. Anyhow, so it was going to be a simple task. I was just designing this little 3-story building. Oh, I can't rotate it without two hands. There we go, 3-story building for a particular lot in Ouray, California. It's a sloped lot in jeopardy of moving. So this building is extremely stout. It's got I-beam columns, really hefty I-beam columns, and very large footings. I can't remember the dimensions. Here we go, 6 by 6. 6 foot by 6 foot by 3 or 4 feet deep, with 4 piles, concrete piles per footing. Four concrete piles per footing, and that'd actually be pretty hard to drill on the site. I guess that's kind of the point, though. This is a site that requires extra effort in order for it to be safe. And so what I thought was going to be the easiest thing, boy, I wish I could rotate this. I guess I can if I grab this. The steel columns and the footings were all a little annoying, but I got it all figured out, and we've got bar joists spanning the larger I-beams and then smaller I-beams perpendicular to the larger ones. But the real challenge, and I didn't think this was going to be a big deal, was the corrugated siding. Corrugated siding has a repeating pattern that works out to multiples of 8 feet. I can't remember what it is, 2.67 inches per hump or something like that. And so then you end up with 47.5-inch sheets, but then you have to back it off a little bit to get an overlap. So I guess it's not really 8 feet, it's probably 6 or 7 feet. Anyhow, whatever. So it shouldn't have been a big deal. I thought I was just going to go online and get a BIM object and import it and start laying sheets of corrugated metal on the side of the building. That turned out not to be the case. The first thing I did was to try to make a custom extrusion for a curtain wall, and that was a nightmare because it wouldn't allow beveled sheets to have a non-rectangular edge on them. So the tops look kind of like stair steps up here, and I tried everything. I'm kind of tired and inarticulate. So I tried everything to make that work. I didn't really like making it a curtain wall, though. So ultimately what I did is I figured out how to make a custom wall sweep. And I mean, it would have gone faster if I had tried that first, but it didn't seem like the right solution. So then the sheets can only be about 6 flutes wide, because you can see the boundary of the sheet there. If it was any wider, the sheet would stick up above the roof line, which is also kind of stupid. So I had to hand place all of these strips across here. So anyhow, I guess I'm complaining a little bit, or I'm just amused. I think I'm amused. So I got one wall. I got one wall on my structure today. I got about a week, I think, to maybe it's 2 weeks to do this. It's going to be a lot of work. I don't know what the code is on stairways for this. And I'm also not certain that I'm not exceeding the vertical limit for that jurisdiction. I guess I could knock it down to 2 floors, but this is supposed to look like a mine head house. And if I knock it down to 2 floors. I'm going to have to make it narrower and preserve the aspect ratio. I guess I should have looked at the building code before I put all this effort in. Changing the height won't be that difficult though. I guess that's about all I got to say about that. Maybe not. So ideally, this space here would be a garage bay. And then this is just unusable attic space. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. It's awfully tall. And interesting. I might not need that to be quite so tall. I don't know. I'm just going to stop. That's all I got to say.